Hey, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to be talking about data analyst from the book Dune and what that is. In Frank Herbert's scientific fiction novel Dune and its subsequent series, Mentats are individuals who have been trained to perform advanced cognitive functions and calculations. They are often referred to as human computers, which is a very interesting concept. With the next number of videos, I'm gonna be taking apart, breaking apart human computers and how in this particular novel, Dean, they are reflected as, especially in today's world, which I believe is more important than ever to understand the history and how people thought about some of the aspects before and how they can be perceived right now. Human computers and are highly skilled in various mental disciplines. I'll be taking a look at every single discipline which I believe might be important in a business context in particular. Mentors are individuals who have undergone specialized training to enhance their cognitive abilities, making them valuable assets in society where computers and AI are banned, basically. So, I don't know, I thought it might be kind of interesting thing, especially with the rise of artificial intelligence and AI and where we currently are. And especially then this book was published and I was before I was even born. I can remember playing some of the video games that was based on this book. But either way, I thought it might be interesting concept, especially in the storytelling, right? Mentats, human computers are trained in different disciplines. First one that I'll be looking at in this particular video, that would be data analysts. And people are being trained in this particular discipline. Mentats excel in processing and analyzing vast amounts of data. They can make sense of complex information, identifying patterns, and draw conclusions from a data sets. And I'll be looking, keep going deeper into what that might mean to in today's context, especially taking it from a history and how all these concepts were understood back then and how they can be applied in today's world. One of the core skills of Mentats is the ability to analyze extensive amounts of data, which makes them invaluable for strategic planning and decision making in the Dune universe in particular. I'm gonna be talking about the book overall. For those of you who haven't read the book, I would highly recommend to read it. It's a very interesting piece of work, right? As well as there might be movies coming out for those of you who perhaps more interested in movies, but I would definitely recommend book as well. If we would begin with strategic planning, Mentats can sift through amounts of information to identify key trends, which I personally believe is very important to understand trends. Not necessarily jump on every single trend, but to very least understand the trend and understand patterns. If there's anything perhaps more important than a trend, would be particularly historical patterns and how to read those potential opportunities and trends. Since most of the trends come and go, but particular patterns that differentiate between those two might be even more important than anything. This skill is especially crucial in a complex of political and economic landscape of the Dune series, where noble houses vie for power and control over valuable resources like a spice melange. decision making, their data analyzing capacity aid to making informed decisions by thoroughly assessing various factors and probabilities. Overall, you yourself as a business leader, you constantly, hopefully, you have all pieces of information when making a decision, but most of the time you might have limited information and you still need to make a decision, right? Based on perhaps how many times you have seen repetition of certain things in your life, and perhaps particular patterns and how you can work not necessarily with all information at the time and how you can make a best decision with information that you have at hand. Like the business itself wasn't challenging enough, right? Mentats can provide the patrons with insights that are crucial for making choices related to diplomacy, warfare, resource management, and more. Some of the concepts that I was toying with, it would be forego war. Then you not necessarily got all information, whatever business you might be in. You still need to make the decision to best of your knowledge and how you can come up with those solutions and overcome any obstacles that you might have. Resource allocation. Maintenance can assist in effectively allocating resources by analyzing supply and demand. That's how business works, supply and demand. If there's too much resources, i.e., if there's too much oil up there within the market, they might consider turning off and increasing demand for it. That's how currently the world has been operating with supply and demand. If there's too much grain, even grain right now, they might consider limited supply and increased demand. So, yeah, that's how business operates. Yourself is if you are professional, when picking the right area to study, if there's too much people out there offering those services, they might draw prices of services down just based on how much people are there offering those services, right? Bringing back all the way around, right? That's so making sense of all this information. Optimizing production and minimizing waste. Some of those areas when we're talking about resource allocation. This is particularly important than dealing with the scarce and highly convented spice melange. Risk assessment. They are skilled in evaluating risk associated with different courses of action by calculating probability and considering potential consequences. Mentors help their lawyers make the decisions that minimize risk and maximizes benefits. Uh, in other words, other people and surrounding yourself with good people who care, to very least to care what they're doing there, as well as those people are professionals within their field and they can advise you on particular course of action and, if anything, starting with mitigation of risk. I believe I have mentioned that when it comes to process of decision making and how you can assess that process. I just broke apart the blueprint how to do it, but there's also not the limited to this particular way of making decisions. Well, there are different people out there who are making decisions based on different patterns and perhaps there's more obstacles based on what field you are in. Practical insights. In addition to strategic planning, mentats can provide tactical insights in military situations. They can assess enemy movements, predict tactics, and advise counter strategies, aiding their patrons in warfare. In the world of Dune, where political maneuvering and intrigues are common, having a mentat on one side can be a significant advantage. The ability to proceed and interpret data quite quickly and accurately allow them to navigate an intricate web of alliance and conflict in series. That's one of the reasons why I like to cover this particular areas in more detail. Just bring more of you of their attention to Even right now, what's happening within the US, they currently looking to hire or invest in hiring more people within tax uh, and how much tax collected right now. And one of the areas currently within the US, as we speak, they're looking to invest, the government looking to invest to collect more taxes. And if they're gonna be collecting more taxes, they're most likely gonna be collecting taxes from small to medium sized enterprises. As they're gonna try to do that, every dollar spent on improvement of the system, usually it falls 5 times they can bring back to the government, especially with current government spending, will not necessarily limited just to yes. And to do that, they're going to be looking to hire data scientists. A matter of fact, just sticking to today's topic, data scientists is something that they're looking to do, as well as outsource some of those services to AI if possible. For those of you who like to learn more, I would highly recommend to purchase my book. In the book, I'm sharing a lot of information about operation strategy, mindset, way to think about business. If you're currently looking to start a business, if you don't have existing business, as well as if you already have existing business, or if you're looking to invest in different businesses, there's information for everyone. I'm making a lot of bold statements within the book where markets are right now, as well as where markets gonna be within the next 5 or 10 years. So for those of you who like to learn more, I would highly recommend to purchase this book. The name of the book is Game Strategy. I have written it for a reason. I like to share it with as many people as possible. You can find this book in the description below, as well as top retailers have it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.